Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 3rd of February. So the year's flying past, we're already into the second month. And what we've got in store, well, it would appear that Boris has upset the markets a little bit this morning. We've seen the pound selling off, the euros followed suit in terms of some dovish comments coming from the ECB members. We've had, of course, we've got the coronavirus content still going on. China has done something overnight to try and increase liquidity into the markets, and which may help. But first thing this morning, what we're seeing, well, the euro's selling off here at the moment. Will it continue? Well, we'll have to watch and see. It started really on Friday, just carried on pushing through. There's this sort of reversal, which I mentioned from this sort of divergence that came through, pushed through the weekly pivot on Friday, coming back to some support here on its 4-hourly 8, but there is a weekly pivot below which could just draw it down a little bit further. It's from that I'd rather be buying than where we are now. However, we'll see. The monthly pivot sits above us, and weekly sits below us, and so does the daily at the moment. So I'd rather see those ticked off first and see if we can get aboard any sort of retracement to the upside potentially. The pound. Okay, so pound from a daily point of view, we've gapped down. We're almost back towards its weekly and monthly pivots, which are sitting just bang in the same sort of level below. As I said, the jitters with regard to Johnson said there was a smaller terrorist attack yesterday, which sort of doesn't certainly keep the markets calm, although it was contained very quickly. The pound is currently sitting there, well, as I say, in between here. I wonder if it'll get back to that weekly monthly pivot. 31.28 would be quite nice for maybe a move up. There is the gap there now, so that may certainly draw the price then. Daily pivots are slightly out here, but not too far. Again, there is the draw. Actually, we're already through the daily pivot there. We're drawing towards the R1 sort of area. So around this area, we've got 3 pivots that are very close together. We've got the 60-minute 50. Could be a good buy opportunity if it gets down there. Okay, that's the pound. Dollar yen. Dollar yen, well, heading back again towards this monthly. Now, the yen we normally see with fear and everything running through the markets. We normally see this the yen bought, the dollar yen selling. Not happening at this stage here. It's actually just followed the rest in terms of softening against the dollar at this stage. Already through weekly pivots, daily pivots, weekly pivots, and on its way towards its monthly pivot. Now all of these of course could roll quite quickly, we'll see, but there is the we'll just have to wait and see what happens this morning with these markets. But I would almost like them to just roll back a little bit more and give us the opportunity to get into a half decent trade. Aussie dollar, let's come up the time frames here. So been selling off, continue to do so, although the euro pound were pushing up on Friday. The Aussie continues to sell, still remains soft. We've got weekly, monthly pivots sitting above, which could draw things at some stage. It's I think any sort of further move back to these pivots again, with the way the Aussie's going, may provide another sell point. Looking at the higher time frames here, we was trying to do some divergence. It's got a bit sort of messy here. There was, there was a bit of divergence earlier on. Late on a Friday, towards later part of Friday, then we sort of never got back down there, but we'll see. At the moment, to me, it just looks like there's further weakness to come there on the Aussie. CAD should be being hit as well. Oil prices are down, and well, CAD's not really seeing too much at the moment this morning, but we've got below the weekly pivot there, sitting below just draw things back to a bit of support, but daily pivots there as well, so there's plenty to draw down. If either of these get hit, maybe we'll see bounces from that, but the trend at the moment is certainly up for the Canadian dollar. Regardless of what else seems to be happening, the Aussie and the Canadian dollar seem to be heading in that direction. If we look at oil briefly, if I can get it on there, it's going to show me oil. Why is it not doing anything here? This is trouble when you go live on anything. Look, it's not. Oh, here we go. There we go. So oil has taken out some lows, which I must admit I'm pretty surprised at. It's sitting around the absolute low, so around, pretty much close on that absolute low at 50.71. We're seeing buying coming in a little bit at the moment. Momentum's switching really quite bearish, but again, this may just be sell points, but any retracement here, but really has come off over the last week or so and not helped at all by the situation with China. So there we are. Anyway, said with euro to pound, I'm still sort of mildly bullish on those, and once maybe that they've pulled back to their pivots there. Have a great day. I will be back. Oh, news-wise, sorry, I didn't just update you on news. Today is not massive. We've got final manufacturing data for the UK at 9:30, but we've already seen the flash data, so unless it comes in above expectation, or the flash, I don't expect too much data movement off that. And then we've got the ISM manufacturing data in the US at 3. Have a great day. Bye for now.